Alright, so it's already noon. I'm still in my pajamas, and I'm running off of 4 hours of sleep. But to my 21 subscribers and the 5 other people who watch my videos, I have some explaining to do. Spilling the tea, if you will. But first, let's gather some supplies. If for some odd reason you don't know that this accumulation of supplies is intended for painting, well, I'm going to paint while I talk with the hopes that giving you something to look at will keep you from clicking off this video prematurely. So I haven't posted anything to this channel since February, I think, and that's because currently my life sucks with a capital S and a capital U and a capital C, and you get the gist. Life really kind of sucks at the moment. Now, I'm not making this video to get sympathy and pity, so before we get to the main point, I'm only going to briefly give you the rundown on why my life sucks. The 411, if you will. For starters, my small business is failing. I'm not telling you this so I can get pity patronage, although it couldn't hurt if you want to check out my shop and do a little browsing, pick yourself up something nice. But anyways, you knowing this is relevant to my story. I launched my shop a mere month before my mom had a medical emergency that rendered me as one of her caregivers in conjunction with my big sis. Obviously, I love my mom more than the prospects of a flourishing Shopify store, so I neglected it in favor of making sure my mom was healing. Which is another reason why my life sucks. Not that my mom is healing, but the fact that what happened to her. And now, a year and a half later, I'm still processing and grieving the loss of who she was prior to. Okay, so my business is failing. My mom has a major health setback. Could it be worse? Oh yeah, buddy, it could, because I'm broke. I'm broke as a joke, and I can't even buy a Coke. Coke as in Coca-Cola, not that other stuff. I really can't afford that. And while I do have a job lined up that will start at the end of June, it's only a 3-month contract. The icing on the cake is that my degree is in baking and pastry arts. I can't work in a bakery because once I got my degree, in a sick twist of fate, I found out that I happen to be allergic to airborne flour. Once a bag of that stuff is cracked open, I'm sneezing and sniffling to the point where I need a Benadryl. So on one hand, I can't work in a bakery, and on the other hand, I can't get any good job with just an associate's in baking and pastry arts. All I can do is hop from one retail job to another. The fact that I'm less than 3 years from 30 makes this sting all the much more. I will say that the silver lining in all this is that I live with my parents and my basic needs are taken care of. My parents have told me I can stay as long as I want, even after I eventually get married. However, if they want grandkids, I will be moving out the day I say I do. Alright, getting back on topic. My life sucks, and while I know that a lot of people are going through worse, this is my truth. And it got me to thinking, it can't suck too much worse than this, so why not do what I want? Within means, of course, because I'm still broke. Okay, so now I'm getting to the actual point of this video, which is, I love to paint. I love the process, the colors, the prospect of putting my whimsical imaginings onto paper. Most importantly, I love the way painting makes me feel. It's as if time stops and I'm putting all my efforts into rendering something that'll make me happy. I'm able to step away from reality and all the bad things going on and put all of me into what I'm creating. So what would be more fulfilling than pursuing an art career? And I don't mean just showing my art online and selling the occasional print. I want to become an illustrator. To do that, I have to put in a lot of work and create a portfolio, reach out to art directors, secure some art residencies. Basically, I'm at the start of a long journey, and it's not like I have to sacrifice much because I'm starting with so little. So, from here on out, this channel is going to be dedicated to my art journey and my love for all things watercolor. I hope you'll join me, as making some new friends would be really nice right about now. So feel free to subscribe and or follow me on my other platforms such as Instagram, Ko-fi, I have no clue how to pronounce that, but Kara, And I also have a Patreon that will be going up soon. On top of that, I have already completed my website, which includes my portfolio, and also for those of you looking for a little bit of watercolor whimsy, check out my blog, Watercolor Whimsy, where I talk about my art journey and anything and everything that suits my fancy because I pay that domain bill. Anyways, to those of you who are already subscribed, I hope you'll stay even though this will no longer be a planner and journaling channel. You are most welcome here and I would love to have you. Lastly, always remember, you never have to be the best, just try your best. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye friends.